Peekaboo, Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and I have the top 5 destinations for Landon Collins, Golden Tate, Mark Ingram, and Trey Flowers. If you want to interact with me, it's right there below. Mitchell Renz 365. Who's going to sign Landon Collins? Because I absolutely love this young kid, and I think he's one of the best players right now in free agency, and he cleaned out his locker. He told Giants teammates goodbye, and now there's plenty of reports that teams absolutely are interested in Landon Collins because here's why. Absolute star-studded player, 2018, sure, he played in only 12 games, 96 tackles, but let's think about just 2 years ago when he finished third Defensive Player of the Year, or in 2017 when he finished third in Defensive Player of the Year. Landon Collins is an absolute stud, and if the Giants let this kid hit free agency, wow, there's going to be a lot of teams ringing the door because, in my opinion, he's one of the top 5 NFL free agents right now. I mean, you got DeMarcus Lawrence, he's going to get tagged. Jadeveon Clowney, personally, I think he's going to get tagged. Le'Veon Bell, where's he going? You want to find out? I did a video on that a few weeks ago. Landon Collins, Earl Thomas, all studded players. But Collins, if he hits free agency, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a big one. So before I give you my top 5 teams, where's Landon Collins going to play? If you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, literally anywhere, let me know. Landon Collins, where's this dude playing in 2019? Make sure you guys also subscribe to youtube.com/chatsportstv so you can keep seeing our beautiful faces here. All right, first team up here for Landon Collins is the Houston Texans, and like I said, re-signing Clowney is their top priority. Safety is going to be a major need for them as well if the Honey Badger leaves, and the Texans, they're built to win right now. And they got picked apart by Andrew Luck. An easy way to not get picked apart by Andrew Luck, well, I don't know if it's possible, is to maybe go out and get Landon Collins. My number 4 team here for Collins, the Green Bay Packers. And maybe Matt LaFleur can inject a little bit life into Green Bay because they had one of the worst defenses in the NFL. And anytime I can put Clinton Dix on a screen, guess what? 100% going to do it. And this defense fell apart after the Clinton Dix trade. The Green Bay Packers, for me, as long as they have Aaron Rodgers, they're in the playoff discussion. So I want to know from everybody watching, type Y for yes and for no. Are the Packers going to make the playoffs in 2019? Let's head in on now to my number 3 team here for Landon Collins. And Landon Collins is one of the top players out there. And when I consider it, I would absolutely love to see this dude in some silver and black. And yeah, maybe because I'm the reporter here at Chat Sports for the Raiders. But they have 3 free agent safeties. They need a lot of help on defense, especially from a leadership standpoint. And they allowed the most points per game in 2018. Let's now get a young player who can be the captain of that defense and hold down the fort in the backfield, or in the defensive back, because Carl Joseph was great. Garyon Conley, pretty good. Rashawn Melvin, don't expect him back. Gilchrist, don't expect him back. Reggie Nelson, don't expect him back. You need a safety back there, so why not go get yourself a little bit of Landon Collins? If you guys like betting on NFL games, AAF games, heck, you want to bet on March Madness, one place to do it. It's at BetDSI. Use promo code LIVE120 for 120% deposit bonus. It's down there below, chatsports.com/bet. Put down $100, you get $120 for free. You think you're smarter than me? Challenge me at Mitchell Renz 365. My number 2 team here for Landon Collins, the Indianapolis Colts. And I love this. Now, there's rumors that the Colts are very interested in Collins, and they should be. The one trump card that the Colts have is they have the most cap space in the NFL. So I think if they want Collins, and if there's reports out that they want Collins, guess what? They can go out and get him. I would absolutely love Landon Collins with Andrew Luck on that Colts team. On a scale of 1 to 100, I imagine this is like a Madden rating. What's your rating for Landon Collins? I want you to comment below 1 to 100. 1 being absolutely terrible and 100 being just a slam dunk of a type of a player. Comment below. My top team for Landon Collins, I know I reported that the Giants, he cleaned out his locker. My number 1 team for Landon Collins is the New York Giants because I just think you can't be so dumb. You can't be an NFL team and be this dumb to let Landon Collins go. Young player and a great player, a Swiss Army knife of a player, can defend the ball, can tackle. You're just dumb if you let him go. So personally, I think the Giants wise up a bit. Here are my top 5 teams. Going to recap it again. I got the Giants at 1, the Colts at 2, Raiders at 3, Packers 4, Texans at 5 for Landon Collins in 2019. But who's the better player? I want to know from everybody watching because I think Earl Thomas and Landon Collins are the top 2 safeties right now in the free agent market. So ET for Thomas or LC for Landon Collins. If you want to know who I think is better, hit me up on Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. I'm going to give a shout out to one of our awesome subscribers. How about Tracy Weber? Yeehaw. Good morning, Mitchell and Tom. Thanks for all the hard work you men do just for me. Well, when you don't have a picture, and I think I already saw a comment from you before, this is your picture. Is it you? I don't know. She's pretty cute. She looks like she might be getting married pretty soon. But if nobody subscribed, or if you're not already subscribed, youtube.com/chatsportstv as Tom weirdly looks at the computer screen. Where will Golden Tate play in 2019? The Lions, they traded Tate to the Eagles for a third rounder earlier this season, and he averaged 93 catches over the last 5 seasons. And I think he potentially wants to play for a championship team, or does he just want to make some money and then kind of be on his merry way? Last season, 74 catches, 795 yards, 4 touchdowns. The production just did not quite come when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, here are my top wide receiver free agents in 2019. I got Golden Tate, Tyrell Williams, John Brown, Adam Humphries, Cole Beasley. But for me, Golden Tate is the number 1 receiver in free agency, and I think he's going to command top dollar. Well, top dollar for the free agent wide receivers. So before I give you my top 5, where is Golden Tate going to play in 2019? If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, I want you to comment below. Hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. Give me your top 5 teams. My number 5 team here is the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders' biggest need on offense is wide receivers. And let's face it, Derek Carr is a little bit of a dink and dunk expert, and Golden Tate would easily be able to slide into that offense. Why not send him back to Detroit? He played really well with the Detroit Lions. Why not just go back to Detroit where you had success with Matthew Stafford? And if the Lions want to compete in a great NFC North, maybe adding a solid wide receiver who produced for you in the past is the way to go. My number 3 team is the Indianapolis Colts. Again, they got money to go, and there's also that Frank Reich connection with the Eagles. I would absolutely love T.Y. Hilton, Andrew Luck, and Golden Tate. I think that would be a really, really special combination. Would it be special enough for them to win a Super Bowl, though? How many Super Bowls is Andrew Luck going to win his entire career? 0, 1, 2, 3, 10? I want to know from everybody watching. How many Super Bowls for Andrew Luck in his career? Also, make sure you guys subscribe below, youtube.com/chatsportstv. If you think that I look good today, it's because I'm missing a main. Go to comfortable.af to see for yourself. They are the best damn dress shirts on the planet, and I'm telling you right now, I challenge you to find a more comfortable dress shirt that you can wear to work, you can sleep in, and I'm not kidding when I say this, you can literally work out in them. Shout out to Missing a Main for making me look, I'd say like a solid 6.5. Number 2 here for the Golden Tate, it's the San Francisco 49ers, and I think Pierre Garçon, he's likely going to get cut. And if they want to go out and potentially get Antonio Brown, an interesting recruiting chip could be Golden Tate. And if you want Kyle Shanahan, if Kyle Shanahan wants to surround Jimmy G with a stud receiver, maybe Golden Tate is not your typical 1A receiver, but I think he's a pretty good 1B. He's led the NFL in yards after the catch in 2016 and 2017. A solid receiver. You pair him up with Antonio Brown, just saying, I really, really like it. But, I mean, this one just seems like too much of a good fit. And there's already a report right before I came on the show, and Tom broke it down, that Golden Tate wants to play for the Patriots. And this just seems like a perfect match made in heaven. And let's face it, Golden Tate has never won a Super Bowl. And if there's a team I'm trying to play for to win a Super Bowl, it's the New England Patriots. And their wide receiver depth chart is nothing to brag about. Julian Edelman, not a Hall of Famer. Chris Hogan, Philip Dorsett. Again, it's just not all that deep. You add Golden Tate to this wide receiver depth chart, I'm really, really liking it. Here are my top 5 teams for Golden Tate. Then I got the Raiders, the Lions, the Colts, and then the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. But on a scale of 1 to 100, what's your rating for Golden Tate? I want you to comment below. So 1 again is not so good. Actually, 1 is probably terrible. And 100 is probably the greatest receiver of all time. What's your rating for Golden Tate? I want you to comment below. If you want to know what I think, I'm going to post it on my IG at Mitchell Renz 365. Let's get in now to Mark Ingram. Where's this guy going to play in 2019? Well, he had a 4-game suspension for PEDs in 2018, but in 2016 and 2017, he rushed for 1,000 yards. The other thing is, though, he could actually be franchise tagged by the New Orleans Saints. In 2018, he actually still had a pretty good year despite having not career lows in rushing yards, but over the last 2 years, lows. 138 carries, 645 yards, 6 touchdowns. Now, he's not even the main running back for that offense, but I still think he's one of the top running backs in free agency right now. He's my number 2 running back, and if you want to know where I think all these running backs are going to go play, subscribe to Chat Sports on YouTube, youtube.com/chatsportstv. I break down where Tevin Coleman, Le'Veon Bell, Mark Ingram are all going to play next season. But Mark Ingram is one of the most talented running backs, I think, in the NFL. But where's he going to play in 2019? I mean, I want to know from you. Right now, he's like the 1B behind Alvin Kamara. But before I give you my top five, where's Mark Ingram going to play in 2019? My number 5 team, the Houston Texans. And Lamar Miller likely going to get cut. Maybe the Texans should spend money on their O-line. They're looking for a reliable running back. Mark Ingram may be headed to Houston. A dark horse team, or I guess maybe a dark horse, is it a dark Jaguar? Can I say that? I'm not quite sure. There's rumors that the Jags want to trade Fournette. TJ Yeldon is a free agent, and Tom Coughlin just likes tough running backs. I just think Mark Ingram, he's the kind of guy you can give 15 touches a game to and basically just keep the ball out of the hands of their quarterback, even though I'm thinking Nick Foles is going to be the next quarterback for the Jags. Been saying it for 2 months, Adam. Where's Mark Ingram going to play in 2019? Could he be headed to the New York Jets? I sure hope not. And I think the only way the Jets target Mark Ingram is if they miss out on Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell to the Jets, to me, just seems like too much sense because they got a lot of money and they're needing a running back. I have a question for everybody that watches youtube.com/chatsportstv. If you want to see me chug 6 beers in 6 minutes, guess what? It's going to happen. And if you don't think I can do it, let me know, okay? So if you think that I can chug 6 beers in 6 minutes, type 6 for yes or type 0 for no. If you want to watch me chug 6 beers in 6 minutes, make sure you guys subscribe to my Raiders channel, youtube.com/Raiders Report, because I'm going to do it live. All the beer here at Chat Sports we get from Tavour, the best craft beer in the entire world. Heck, it's so rare you can't buy it in stores, which is why you got to go to Tavour.com. Sign up is 100% for free, and make sure you use that promo code Chat Sports for $10 off your very first purchase. Cheers to Tavour for making me getting those creative juices flowing. All right, let's see the number 2 team here now for Mark Ingram. Personally, I really like this fit. The Baltimore Ravens. Alex Collins, Buck Allen, free agents. They need a reliable running back in a run-heavy offense. I just think it seems like a perfect fit. Now, I say perfect fit, and then I'm going to go on and say that the New Orleans Saints, they're my number 1 team because, let's be real, the Saints have the best offense in the NFL, and if I'm Mark Ingram, I want to remain with the best offense in the NFL because I've never won a Super Bowl, and I'm picking the Saints to win the Super Bowl this year. Now, here are my top 5 destinations for Mark Ingram. I got the Texans, the Jags, the Jets. Don't really expect those teams. Now, the Ravens and Saints, those are some interesting teams there. My top 2019 destinations for Marky Ingram. On a scale of 1 to 100, Madden rating, let's get them. What is your rating for Mark Ingram? For me, I'm actually going to probably put Mark Ingram at around like an 84, 85 rating if I was the guy creating Madden. If you don't like that rating, let me know. Comment below what you think Mark Ingram's rating would be. My last player is Trey Flowers, and Mom, spoiler alert, I'm going to get you some flowers for Mother's Day. He's a 7-sack player since 2016, but he's going to bring a whole bunch of ability. And for me personally, he's one of the top free agents right now on the market. 57 tackles last year. He hit the quarterback 20 times, 8 sacks. I absolutely love what Trey Flowers brings to the table, and he's just one of those really, really special players. But before I give you my top 5 teams, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a chance to tell me what you think. Tell me what your top 5 teams for Trey Flowers. Let me know where he's going to play in 2019. Comment below. I'll interact with you guys on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, literally anywhere. My number 5 team for Trey Flowers, the Cleveland Browns. If they're not in win now mode, they should be. Trey Flowers, Myles Garrett. Wow. Get me in that threesome. Who's going to sign Trey Flowers? Number 4, the Tennessee Titans. I mean, it's just kind of like the Patriots minor leagues. I know I say I'm kidding, but am I? I'm not quite sure. You want to get after Andrew Luck, Deshaun Watson? Go out and get yourself Trey Flowers. My number 3 team here, the New England Patriots. And there's a report that they could tag Stephen Gostkowski. And here's the other issue, though. They don't typically pay players big bucks. And I think if Trey Flowers actually hits the open market, the dude's a goner. Patriots won Super Bowl 53, but I want to know from everybody watching right now, who's going to win Super Bowl 54? Comment below. I'm picking Saints, Patriots. They're in my Super Bowl 54. If you want to bet on who's going to win Super Bowl 54, there's one place to do it. That's at BetDSI. Use our promo code LIVE120 for 120% deposit bonus. You see the link down there. Use it. Chatsports.com/bet. Shout out to BetDSI for giving up Chat Sports with the best promo code on the internet. Spoiler alert, Saints winning the Super Bowl. Number 2 team here for Trey Flowers, the Oakland Raiders. And when you have only 13 sacks, you better add an elite pass rusher. And you got to fill that Khalil Mack void. Am I wrong? Just a great fit for the Raiders, who basically had the worst defense in the NFL last season. My number one team for Trey Flowers is the Detroit Lions. And let's not forget that Matt Patricia was the former Pats defensive coordinator, and Patricia has said multiple times that he loves Trey Flowers, and I don't blame him. Trey Flowers is a super young and talented player. I personally think that Trey Flowers going to Detroit would be an absolutely slam dunk of a fit. Now, here are my top 5 teams for Flowers. I got the Cleveland Browns, the Tennessee Titans, the New England Patriots, the Oakland Raiders, and then the Detroit Lions. These are my top 5 teams, and if you don't like it, too bad. Hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. Now, what's your rating for Flowers? I have him as one of my best free agent players, but I want to know from everybody watching, on a scale of 1 to 100, what is your rating for Trey Flowers? I want you to comment below, okay? You're watching on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube. Let me know. Hit me up on IG or Twitter. I'll post it there as well. What's your rating for Trey Flowers? If you're not already a subscriber, I don't know what you're doing. And if you want to get on the show, then what you got to do, subscribe below. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV, because what I love, what we do here at Chat Sports, different than everybody else, we interact with our fans because our show is more about y'all than it is about us. And Lee Campbell says, I like drinking Mitchell. This is great. He's commented on my last video that I did where I was literally drinking some beer. Lee, if you think that I can drink 6 beers in 6 minutes, make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/ChatSportsTV, but also youtube.com/The Raiders Report, because I'm going to drink 6 beers in 6 minutes. If you're not subscribed, get with Chat Sports, with the #1 sports channel on the internet. And also, Lee, you didn't get a picture, I'm going to hook you up with one. Shout out to everybody watching. Make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/ChatSportsTV. Interact with me on Instagram and Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365.